All right, everybody. How we doing today? We alive, we breathing, we well, we happy, we good, we content. Are we being good to other people? I wanted to jump on here real quick and just talk about recycling our habits or recycling situations, recycling people, right? So I am sorry, y'all, my lips were dry. I do not want to give y'all that view. Nobody wants to look at somebody with dry lips for 30 minutes. But anyway, so recycling your habits and your life and the people in it. So basically, when I speak of recycling, I'm talking about for me. Now, this is something I speak on myself, but I used to have the habit of letting people back into my life, whether they were friends or lovers, because they were familiar. And I used to say that all the time. It feels better for me to go back and date or deal with or recommit to somebody that I've already dealt with versus meeting somebody else, trying to figure out how genuine they are, if they're really sending the representative or if they're being fake, are they giving me their true self? What do I need to know about them? Even with friends, and I would honestly say I would do this more so with friendships than anything. Just fall out with somebody, and then that person would just kind of come back around and just kind of like tiptoe back in my life, try to add me on Facebook or Instagram or inbox me without even saying, yo, I could have, I'm so sorry what I did to you. Could have been a better person, whatever. Um, you motherfuckers need work. And there's parts of me where and that used to be me. I used to have this cycle. This is what people expect of me. I could fuck Free over because I know eventually she'll be okay and I could come back into her life. I'm not that person no more. I don't give a fuck how long I've known you. If you show me that you can't be an adult and at minimal apologize to me for some of the things that you've done to me that I will never get an apology for, you don't belong in my life. And I'm not gonna entertain that space with you. So there was a girl I used to deal with, um, moved for her. We always recycled this space where when we were in between relationships, we would fuck around. I did so much for this trash ass person, and now that I'm in this space of clarity, I don't even want to say trash ass person because I don't want to demean to, like, I don't have to become that person. You know, you don't have to become the people that you despise or that you don't get along with. So I have to check myself. She was very unpleasant to me and towards me, considering all the things I have done for her. She was never there for me, but she popped up in my inbox. Hey, I just saw you on my people you should know. Thought I would speak. Speak for what? Hi. I didn't even respond. I left that motherfucker on red, and on red is where she will stay. I have nothing to say because I'm not in that space no more of entertaining or people pleasing. Now that I'm learning how to kind of love myself, not even kind of how to love myself, and how to set boundaries and how to recognize a genuine friendship from a fake one, I'm realizing like a lot of people in my life were just not my type of people. I had the wrong people around me the whole time. And even now, I don't have a lot of people around me. I'm very particular. I deal with people as they are, so I'm not going to give anybody any more, any less than what they give to me. That's fair. um, but I say this to say I created this space with people where I created this habit with them. Like, okay, you could fuck me over, but if you come back and holler at me, give me about 3 or 4 months, give me a year. You come back and just kind of sleep. Like they expected me to recycle the friendship or the love ship or the relationship because that's what I did. So there was a part of me when I went through my first awakening and these people, different people would hit me. But I used to be so angry, like, why they hit me back? I was mad at them for trying to reach back out to me without apologizing. But I had to accept and own the fact that I created that space with them. So that's what they expected. They always expect me to come back because I created that space. That was an action that I used to do. Forgive them subconsciously without them even apologizing or addressing what happened, you know. And there were a lot of them. There were a lot of people that I took back in my life without an apology. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm not a dirty person. I'm not a grimy person. I'm not going to sleep with your girlfriend. I'm not going to steal from you. I'm not going to lie on you. And I damn sure barely even talk about my enemies. You know, the people that I speak on are people that are giving me or shared an experience with me, good, bad, or indifferent. But um, I had to own the fact that I created that space with those people, right? For them to feel like it's okay to come back. But now that I'm not in that space, like I've set boundaries. And when people reach back out to me, I think about it. I sit there and I think about it. Like, what does this space mean for me with this person? Do I miss them? Are they valuable to me as a person? Do they bring any insight and positivity into my life? What is their purpose in my life? What is their motive? What is their angle? Because there's always a motive, baby. There's always an angle, and I'm telling you, I don't speak up on a lot of shit, but my mind is powerful, y'all. Like, I know, and I've known for a long time, there's things that I shouldn't know that I know, and I can't explain it to people how I know these things, which is why I never talk about them, because people just gonna think you crazy. But I know, and the higher knows, like, what I'm capable of knowing, I guess. I don't know even how to put it into words or how I have that gift. I don't know. I just know. I just know. It's always been a part of me. But a lot of times I give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, maybe they're lying because, or maybe, like, I try to give them the space to be their true selves with me, right? Give them the benefit of the doubt, but that never goes nowhere, because in reality, you're dealing with a bunch of adults who maneuver in their mind like children, and then from a selfish place. But I'm putting this up because I'm not going backward, y'all. There's nothing I have to say. I don't hate y'all, but the experience has definitely run its course. Okay? I don't have a desire to go backwards. I don't miss nobody that I left in my past. There you will stay. There's not many, if any, friends that kind of move forward with me in this movement. There's friends that are still around, but we're still not in the same space. So I just kind of deal with them like they're not bad people. I'm just growing in a different direction, and I'm finding that I have less and less in common with certain people, you know. But again, anybody I've departed from or chosen to separate permanently from, I have no ill will towards you. I don't hate you. You're just not for me, and I recognize that now. There's nothing that I benefit from being in your space. But what I do know is I provide an experience that people remember and they want to gravitate back to. Whatever that experience is, I've been genuine my whole life in my actions. I've been thoughtful and considerate of others in my actions. But there are just some people that you can never please because they're not happy with themselves. And then those people are always the ones that come back. The ones that realize, damn, like, Free was really a good person. She was good to me. But you played yourself. You played yourself. You played yourself so you could watch me from a distance, okay? Like, I'm not going backwards with y'all. I'll speak if I see you in public. Hey, girl, good luck. I wish everybody the best. If you got your own business, if you got your own girlfriend, your life, your money right, your spirit right, like, I want all of that for everybody. But you're not going to do it in my space. You be in your space and do your thing and how you do, and I'm going to do my space and do me and how I do, because I've grown. And a lot of y'all don't fit into that box with me no more. Y'all don't have no place in this space with me. So at this point, I've learned to just be okay with the lack of apologies. Like, it's okay. And you know, another thing about apology is that because I've always been so in tune with people and I sense things, like I could sense something, and in order to move forward in conversation, the person would have to admit, like, you're right. I do like you for real, or I do miss you. And people don't want to admit that. So, you know, for me to say, you're acting this way because I think you like me, or you're acting this way because you miss me, that person would have to admit, like, yes, I've been sitting here fake being your friend, but I like you for real. They would have to admit that for us to move forward in a friendship. They would have to admit that the whole time they were just silently sitting on the sideline waiting for the moment. But my thing is this, like, I don't really look at friends as anything other than friends. When you're in that friend zone, you're in there. If I like you, you will know. If I like you, you will know. I'm a vocal woman when it comes to that. I've slid in DMs before. I've offered to take somebody out before. Like, I'm vocal. If I like something, I'm gonna approach it. If they're single, I'm being respectful. They're being respectful. And I've been turned down. I've approached people that had girlfriends and I had no idea. I had to apologize and check myself. When I was younger, I used to go out to the club. If I see somebody that I felt like was my vibe, I would wait, watch, let me see if they with somebody, but I would definitely approach. If I like somebody, if I want to get to know somebody better, I would definitely take that step to approach them. That's just how I am. But if I don't, I'm probably not interested in you in that way. They used to get me in trouble though, because I was nice. I was too nice to people that liked me, and those people took things to a whole nother level. Messy. Like, the lesbian crowd is so dramatic and messy and so unpredictable and inconsistent. It's just like a little bitty high school. Whoa. Anyway, I'm in a space where I'm not going backwards. Like I'm in such a good space that I've grown. And it's all internal. That's the crazy thing. Everything, when I say grow, I'm not saying like, look at my money, look at my house or whatever. I'm not talking about physical. Because the growth that I've done, you could probably see it if you know me, because you could see the way that I am physically. Like the way I move is different. I don't react to certain things anymore. There's a peace inside of me that I fought really hard for. And I'm still struggling to get full peace, but I'm definitely in a pace where I'm aware. I have way more control over my emotions, who I give my energy to, and I don't mind saying no. I used to be a people pleaser like a motherfucker, and I still have this heart where I want to be a people pleaser because I like to do things for people. I like gifting people. That shit makes me feel good. But I'm also in a space where I'm aware that everybody doesn't deserve that part of me. So there'll be times where I might feel like doing something for somebody and I pull back. But that's just who I am. I like to gift. I love to gift. But I've learned how to balance that and give to the deserving. You know what I mean? I don't go above and beyond for people who aren't deserving of it. You know, all relationships are about reciprocation and balance. You know, again, I don't have any hard feelings. I think I talk about this more often than I care to admit, but it is such a consistent pattern in my life. Just the failed friendships. I don't really have a lot of friends that I'm close to that I've had for decades. Like I do rotate friendships quite frequently. I don't have a lot of close friends, if any at all, to be honest. When I go through hard times, I don't really call nobody. I deal with it on my own, and that tells me, I have close friends, but I don't really believe in the word best friend. I think that word is played the fuck out. I think the word best friend should have died in junior high school. Like I don't feel like as adults we should be calling people best friends. I think it's adolescent. I think as an adult you either have friends or you don't. I think as an adult you either have associates or you have friends. I don't think there's a best friend. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being stupid and picky at it. But I feel, you know, even as a youngster, I felt close to people, but I don't ever really think I had a best friend. And I said they were my best friends because we were together all the time, but they were trashy ass friends too. You know what I mean? So when people walk around here talking about best friend this, best friend that, and I'm like, you talk about them though, or you're not happy with their falling short or whatever. And don't get me wrong, friendships could be rocky, but I felt like I graduated that word a long time ago in my teens. I feel like as an adult, I either have a friend or I have an associate. Because I hold the word friendship to a high level. Like the word love and friendship are neck and neck. I don't just say you my friend or that I love you. Like if I say those words, I mean them. They carry weight with me. My words carry weight, period. But back to the topic of just recycling friendships and people. I don't hate y'all. I just can't fuck with y'all. Y'all know why. Like, we too old. We too old for this. And the relationship should have been catered to and cared for as if you gave a fuck about it then. Because I'm sure in your mind you think that this is gonna be repetitive for all my whole life. Oh, Free's always gonna be available. She's always gonna be there for me because I can fuck her over and go back because I've done it so many times. But the buck stops here, boo. And the joke is on you. I'm so proud of myself that I'm able to hold myself to these standards that I've set for myself and not feel bad. And not even that, but the fact that I don't have to move about it in a nasty, trifling way. Like people that hit me up in my inbox that I haven't talked to because we fell out or they did something trifling to me, I could be like, bitch, what the fuck do you want? I could block you. I could talk trash about you. I could tell you how well I'm doing right now. But I really don't need to do all that. I think you just seeing that I read the message and leaving you unread is enough that you need to know. I think that speaks volumes. I think that tells the person I'm not on that shit. I think that tells the person I'm not pressed. I don't care. And no. Fuck no. And again, I don't hate nobody. I really don't. But those situations have run their course, period. So I'm not out here looking for new friends even. Like, I'm content. I think I'm really okay being by myself. Even if I wasn't in a relationship and I was single, I spend a lot of time by myself and I like that shit. Like, I enjoy that shit. I do. I enjoy being at peace. I'll listen to my music, roll one up, smoke, chill with my cat, my girl, take a random trip somewhere. But you're not gonna catch me in the street like in the club. No, ma'am. Been there, done that. And I'm mad that I spent so much money on the club when I was in my 20s. Like, you know, that's what there was to do. I hadn't grown into life to understand the real pleasures. As you get older, what you enjoy changes, you know. But anyway, um, stop recycling relationships if they don't fulfill you. And I'm not saying financially, like, how do these people make you feel when you're around them? What are you gaining or losing from entertaining people who are coming and going, coming and going? Um, you don't have to completely detach or even hate those people, but you have to set some type of structure around energy vampires. That's what I call them. Just people who have no concern or care for what they do to you. I'm an empath, so I soak up a lot of shit that's not mine. And a lot of people have taken that for granted over the years. And I didn't even know that I was an empath. It took me a long time to even, and I stumbled upon that by accident. I wasn't looking for nothing. I just, honestly, I thought everybody was kind of like that. And I felt like the world, everybody had this gift and nobody was tapping into it or nobody cared. But in all honesty, a lot of people aren't empaths. They are just disconnected. I don't know what that answer is. I just know who I am and I know what it feels like to be me, and that's it. I can't tell nobody about themselves or about anybody else or anything like that. I just know me and mine and my life. But now that I know I'm an empath, I know I have to protect my energy and protect myself. And I have to put myself first. It's going to fucking literally drain me to death. And there will be nothing left for me to give myself. Um, Fuck those people who used to do that to me. Just come and dump all they shit, drain, 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 woe is me, I can't, can you help me free and all that, and then leave me on E while I gotta live my life. And I'm sitting here struggling to get through my life because I gave all of me to you, trying to make sure you good. And I'm not even saying financially, I'm saying emotionally draining. Like I'm such a giver and I like to do things for people. I like to help people and people take advantage of that. You know, they really do. So I've learned to set boundaries. I've learned to say no and be okay with that. Because the old me would have said no and been like, damn, I feel so bad. Like, what if something happens? What if they really need that? What if they make a bad decision because they didn't have me there? Whatever the case may be. But now I've had to learn, like, these people are adults. I don't deal with no kids. Everybody I know, they're adults. And also, I've been in bad situations. I've been completely able to get through it on my own. It's not easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy. But if you make your bed, you got to lay in that shit. Okay? So anyway, I wanted to get that off my chest because if I don't talk about it right away, I forget. And then the moment comes and goes, and I don't remember what I was going to talk about. So I like to get these out the way. Reevaluate the people you interact with, your relationships, your friendships, your coworkers. Reevaluate what value your friends have in your life. Do they bring value to your life? Do they uplift you? Do they encourage you? Are they always fucking your man behind your back? Or are they unreliable? Like, are they full of shit? Do they not support you? Are they not, like, filling you up with goodness? But they're draining you and you're just, because some of us, like, I think it's human to feel like just because you've known somebody for a long time that you're entitled to call them a friend. I had to check myself on that too because there's a lot of people out there I've known for 10, 20 years. And by nature, I was just calling them my friend. Yeah, that's my friend. I've known her forever, but I really don't. I don't even know your real name. I know your nickname. I don't know where you was born. I don't know if you got brothers and sisters. I don't know if you got kids. What's your last name? When's your birthday? But just because I've known you on social media for 10 years, we friends. No. Nobody. Nobody. That's not how it goes. So y'all just really need to be aware and conscious of, you know, who you're giving your time to, who you're exchanging your energy with, sexually, emotionally, physically, conversationally. Be aware of that. Energy carries good and bad. You know, we got to be careful with that, y'all. But anyway, that's all I got to say for now. I hope y'all enjoyed my rants. I hope I've given you something to take away, to think about, to learn about. We're all human. Ain't nobody perfect. Instagram got y'all fooled. Like, I post good stuff. I post decent stuff on Instagram, but you never gonna know my whole life. Like, there's a lot of key factors that are turning and taking place in my life that I have not even mentioned on Instagram or social media for that matter. The people that I'm close to, they know. Period. And that's maybe like 3 people. They know these key factors that are turning in my life, and they are major factors, major decisions that are being made, and it's all in my favor, and I'm so thankful for it. So social media is fake, you know. Like, I get on there, I entertain people, but I also recognize that social media doesn't determine my value. It is just that, entertainment, and I treat it as such. I don't always keep that mentality. I have to like pull myself back from it and remind myself. Or I might find myself comparing my dreams to somebody else who has similar dreams. And I'm like, damn, why is she so advanced? Why is they're doing awesome. What do I need to do better? But then I have to check myself and remember, like, boo, your journeys ain't gonna look the same. My success ain't gonna look like her success. We don't have the same type of branding. We don't have the same type of ideas. Like, we might both run a boutique or be into holistic stuff, but we move differently. And our paces are gonna be different. Our paths are gonna be different. So I have to check myself about comparing myself to other people in general, just in general. Oh, that's cute. I wish I had that type of life. I wish I was there right now. But in due time, because I'm blessed and highly favored, I don't want for nothing. So if you find yourself comparing yourself to other people on social media or YouTube, whatever the case may be, just remind yourself, like, yo, my dream is for me. My walk of life is for me, and their walk of life is for them. I'll have everything I need as long as I do right. Okay? So with that being said, I thank y'all for tuning in today. God bless. Good night.